It is Geek Speak, and today we're talking about reviews and review management. And if you're catching the replay, say hi, I'm Pip, and as you all know, this is Greg. Say hi, Greg.
Hey, everybody. My name's Greg. I run Original 72 Creative, and we're a full-service website graphic design and digital marketing firm in Vancouver. Was that too quick?
No, I thought that was perfect. We have Sherry and Ashley and Jessica and Becky and Gwen. Hey, guys. Yay. Oh, of course the sound. Can't get everything perfect the first time. But today we're going to dive into why reviews are important, how to get reviews, how to give them, Google versus Yelp versus Facebook, and I did not include LinkedIn, and LinkedIn and your own site. And we have a question of the week, which is the best method to request people give reviews to a business. Oh, she said, Jessica said she can barely hear me. How's that? Is that my mic's not working? Oh, say it again, Jessica. Can you hear me?
Maybe I'm just loud.
Oh, no. There. You can hear me now? Can you hear me now? Tell me now. Yay. Working it out. Let's see. Jessica, I'm going to put you on the screen, buddy. Oh, if I can. There we go. Let me know if you can hear me because, that's a thing. But I got a thumbs up. I'm assuming that means... Oh, can't hear me very well. Oh my, Greg, what is going on?
Ashley says you're good now.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, we've been having some weird hiccups with our sound, but got it. Hey, Ash, thanks, buddy. Okay, so guys, let's get right into it. Greg, and anybody else, we want your opinions on reviews and getting them and giving them because this stuff's important. So.
You were saying something about a question of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Karen Kane posted a question, so I thought we'd address that question today to make sure we answer it. She might not be here today, because she's in a meeting, but we got her question. So, Jess says she can hear me, but she's straining. Here, let me try this. Okay, I turned up my sound like way up. Oh, you can hear me better now. Okay, my sound is like 2 times Greg, so tell us if Greg's is okay. But
live sound troubleshooting with the commenters. Love it.
Super helpful. Totally. Gwen says she can hear me better now. Okay, we're gold. So Greg. Now,
Yep.
In your business reviews are important, but they're hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
They're really important for local SEO and SEO, and Facebook is a great place to leave reviews. But why are reviews important besides SEO stuff?
Well, I mean, everybody looks at stuff online, and I'm not sure what the percentage is, but I know for me, I will check the reviews. So I'm assuming almost everybody looks at reviews, whether it's just a glance at a star rating or people who actually read through the reviews. Depends on your level of interest in whatever it is you're researching or searching for. But I think that's important for people. People are making decisions on your business by your star rating or what people are saying about your business. So it's important.
Yeah, I also think that it gives a really good, it tells a consumer what the business is like. You to work with them. Sherry has no comment bar. I can put you right in there, Sherry. You leave a note in the messenger or in the live, and I can post it here. Or just redo your computer a little bit. Refresh, buddy, refresh. So we have also Haley and Lisa joining us. But let's get back into it because this is the interesting stuff. And guys, if you struggle with getting reviews, let us know. Do you struggle with getting reviews online, and where do you want people to leave them? So
I think Jessica she made a good comment, wishing people would leave more reviews, which is sort of, I think, one of the big things around reviews is how do you get them?
Mm.
And how do you, or do you ask for them, blatantly ask for them? Like, what is the process to try and get more reviews? What are your thoughts around what people should do for getting reviews or getting more reviews for their business?
Well, Greg, we were going to get into this once we talked about why they're important, but yes, how to get. So there is a method to the madness. I find like if you do good work for somebody, I don't know why people don't ask for reviews. Sometimes I have clients that haven't given me a review yet. I've been asked to write a review for them so they can give it to me because they don't have time. Ashley says she asked for them. Karen says she just asks and she gives. It's there's this saying that you're more likely to talk about a poor experience 10 times, and you're only likely to talk about a good experience 3 times. So it's a big deal.
It's going to be an amazing experience for the people who actually talk about the good experience,
Right?
most likely.
It
And I will say, like, asking for reviews is probably the big thing. And there's a lot of people, including myself, who just are the type of people who I don't like asking for reviews. Like, if someone just gives me a review, great. But I don't know. I just have this thing about feeling weird asking someone for a review. But I will say I have asked 3 people before for a review, and obviously those 3 people all gave me 5-star reviews. So that makes me question a little bit the legitimacy of some reviews in general.
there's an interesting fact. So did you know? I know, I love the facts, right? Did you know that 30% of people, if you don't have a bad review, they don't believe the reviews? I have a client who's got over 90 good reviews, and that's going to be something they struggle with in the future, right? So, okay, if you're not sure, we discussed this. If you're not sure if somebody's going to give you a 4 or 5-star review, you can send them to a survey first. So if you're a little unsure, you don't know what to do or what to expect from somebody, because you don't want a 1 or 2-star review. But bad reviews aren't necessarily all bad, right? Jessica's saying she posts reviews all the time, but not much result from that. Yeah, you just give, right? Because you'll get back eventually. But you can't be afraid. There's a couple tactics we can use to get reviews. I like the can't be shy. So Karen is saying can't be shy about asking. So nobody's going to really toot your own horn unless you do. Nobody's going to go out of their way to give you a review unless you ask. Some people might, if they are having like an exceptional experience. I gave Ashley a review a few weeks back because we worked together on some things and she did a great job and I don't have to worry. And so for me, that was huge. And I was like, what can I do to say thank you? And it was a review. But yeah.
I've seen also some clients I work with who will absolutely not ask for a review unless it's going to be a 5-star review. Like going on your whole thing earlier about the fact if you have all 5-star reviews, do people look at that and go like, really, all 5-star? I don't know how much I believe that. But yeah, they will not ask clients for a review unless they know it's going to be a 5-star review. Now, me, on the other hand, I will look at reviews and I'm in the camp of if everything's 5-star, you kind of are like, not everybody's perfect. So I do like seeing the lower reviews as well, because you get a range of, and that people are people. Not everybody's perfect. And seeing the experiences or reading the experiences of some of the 3 to 4-star reviews, you can make your own judgment on, well, this probably happened or that probably happened. And I want to say that one of the biggest things with reviews are, now that you've got those lesser star reviews, make sure you respond to them
Very important. Very important. That's going to bump you up in the search results. The other thing is, you know what? Reviews tell us a lot about a business. I mean, how many of us have looked at those restaurant reviews and known that we're going into a place where you'll have to wait in line or the service is poor, but the food is exceptional. You know, those reviews put ownership in the consumer's hands. So, you know, we both have worked with a client. We mention this client sometimes. We never mention names, but on their reviews, they have a lot of reviews. And I will tell you, if you are of the nature of a princess, if you need customer service and somebody to be at your fingertips to show you around the store, this is not the place for you. I love reading the reviews because there's a lot of 5 stars and there's a lot of 1 stars. And it, you know, and I'm a 1-star and 5-star reviewer. Like if I'm a hater, man, am I a hater? Like, you know, but if I'm a lover, I love your business, I will review it. I will give 5 stars, but we have to give reason and cause for getting that review. So you got to ask, you know, one little tricky trade thing you can do is you can send a card and with a yes, it's almost bribery, with a gift card in it saying thank you in advance for the wonderful review. It deals with that reciprocity thing. So I think that's a pretty cool way to do it. I mean, some people might think that's bribery, but it works, right? Oh, Karen's leaving. Bye. Lovely to join. You joined. Oh my gosh, I'm all tongue-tied. So Greg, so what do you think, like when you read reviews, do you believe them? Do they help you make decisions, buying decisions or visiting location decisions?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Do you read reviews?
When I want to know. I wouldn't say I look at them every time. Like sometimes if I'm searching for something and I find something and I want to know, I'll just look over and glance at their star rating, but not read anything. If I'm more serious about what it is I'm looking for, maybe I will have a couple of read throughs. I think I will probably read reviews more when it's not a 5-star rating versus a 5-star rating. If it's a 5-star rating, I'll probably look at it and be like, oh, it's a 5-star business. Great. Maybe I'll look into them or something. But if they have less than 5 stars, then I might actually go to the reviews and see or read what some of the not 5-star reviews were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To bring the average down.
And to be honest, this for SEO and even in Facebook, I'm sure on your business page, like those reviews will bump you up, right? They will, like, because you're getting customer feedback. I mean, technically it's user generated content, right?
Mm-hmm.
We want those. And yeah, it can be hard to get. So Greg, we're going to move into Google versus Facebook versus Yelp versus LinkedIn. Where do you think people should put those?
My first choice would be Google, for the sheer fact that people search Google, your business is on Google. When someone searches your business listing is going to come up beside. It's going to show your star rating right there. That's why I would go first and foremost with Google reviews.
Isn't that funny? Because they say that Facebook is where you'll get more positive reviews. I thought that was really interesting. But yeah, I mean, I'm a Google girl. And I really like the Google reviews. But you know what? Like, I have clients, and so it'd be good if they reviewed me. But I also work with people like you and Ashley. And so I think LinkedIn is a great place because the reviews are different. They're peer-to-peer reviews. So you can actually bump up your cohorts. You can bump up people you work with that way if you don't feel comfortable because you're not buying their service, right? So
I guess I should have maybe specified my answer being Google was more on, you know, a company or a business. If you're an individual, a freelancer, maybe LinkedIn would be the better place to get reviews. So in short, depending on what you do, what your business is, and where your customers are, will determine maybe the better spot for you to try to get your reviews, because there's construction companies I work with who the best place for them to get reviews is on Houzz,
Interesting.
right? But so depending on what you're doing and where your market is will determine where you should get your reviews. Restaurants, maybe it's more important to get them on Yelp.
Yeah, it's true. And well, even like Google, so Google is the hub. And so I think also, if you do get a review on Google, you could ask your customer to copy it and paste it over on Facebook. You were talking about a plugin that you can use to pull in reviews to your site, and also in your email. In the bottom of your email, I mean, it's been mentioned here, in the bottom of your email, make sure there's links to give a review if you're confident that you're going to get that 4 or 5 star review, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ashley's saying she offers discounts if people leave her a review. Yeah, there are tactics out there that will really help us generate those reviews, right? We got to give people reason.
The better the review, the bigger the discount.
Ashley,
I'm not.
I like that.
I'm not sure about that one, Ashley. I might not be on board with that.
So, what do you guys value in reviews? Like, what stands out to you when you read a review? What do you find important? I know for me on my phone, like when I picked my mortgage broker, I typed into my phone mortgage broker near me. I didn't even go to the website. I saw the reviews and the star rating. I was like, okay, I'm going there. And I thought that was a telltale sign. So I'm thinking that reviews might matter more on a phone, right? Because maybe you won't go to the website, right? Because there's a load time. And if you have all that information right there, you can make a good judgment call, right?
Yeah, I think you make a good point. People who are on the web on their computer may not look at the reviews as much, but when you're on your phone and you want information fast, the star rating is probably a lot more important for you to make a decision and move on to the next search or next business that you're looking for. Right. It's a valid point.
I was just thinking about that. I thought, oh, that makes a world of difference. So, Greg, so we believe that, leaving them everywhere, giving your customers options, and asking. So that's what we talked about so far. And now we're going to kind of talk about some funny stuff, Greg.
I would, just before we move on to the funny stuff, by saying that, I would still recommend people try not to get reviews everywhere. Try to keep your reviews all on one or two of the review sites. Like if it's Google, stick to Google. And if you also, like a construction company, use Houzz, maybe stick to Houzz. If you're a restaurant, get them on Google and Yelp. But don't try to get your reviews on every one. I don't think.
Interesting. I would say maybe focus on one platform than another. Maybe. Right? Jody's joined us. Hey, Jody. Yay. Okay. I think that's a good point, and it sounds like we differ a little. One of the things I do for one of my clients is when we put up images for them, sometimes we don't have any text, if it's like a carousel, and we'll take the reviews, add some stars, and put them as the content. And I think that it shows reviews in your content versus people having to go. I know that sending a link to people on Facebook for reviews is a little dicey, and I don't really like how they changed the recommendation thing. I like those stars. Those stars.
Yeah, stars are fine for a quick view of, how well the business scores. Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you said this specifically or not just now, but if you get a review that doesn't have a star rating, will you put that in and associate a star rating with it yourself? Is that what you said?
Well, no, they all give stars because it's on Google, right, or Facebook.
Okay. No, I was just thinking, like, you should never, if you get a review from someone that's not star related, it's just a review, I wouldn't arbitrarily put that review on your site. And if the plugin that you use to show what people have said about you, I wouldn't arbitrarily put a star rating to that. I would just leave the star rating off.
I could see that.
Because that could be misleading.
It could be misleading. I mean, if they're saying best service ever and I wouldn't go anywhere else, you might be able to put those stars.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't know. Maybe I'm a lot like my mother. I'm very like we call her moral Mary.
Established you're like your mother. We have established that. Everybody, Greg is like his mother. I,
We call her Moral Marion because she doesn't do anything bad. But yeah, the if there's if there's no star rating, I would never attach a arbitrary star rating to it. You never know what's like. Don't lie. Be an honest business.
yeah. Honest possum, people. Honest possum. I know, super weird. Greg, we're going to talk about do's and don'ts now. We're
Mm.
getting into it. So, guys, have you seen any don'ts? I want to hear some don'ts because I think this is where reviews get funny. So, you do not necessarily want to leave reviews to your client because they're so passionately involved, and their response, it could be a knee-jerk response, and I mean, we offer reviews as a service. We respond to reviews for companies. That's one thing we do, and we make sure, so with a good review we say thank you so much, and that's very kind, we love the stars. For a bad review, we shut it down. So we don't communicate more than twice with the person, and we make sure to defuse and mitigate. So we turn around and basically say, we're sorry we hope we're not even sorry. We hope you just found a better experience somewhere else. Like, let's all move along, right? Because look at the time somebody's taking to leave that review. They're angry, they're going to your site or to a review site, they're taking time to type it. So, they're looking to elicit a response from either you or to make sure the business owner sees. I've left bad reviews when I've had exceptionally bad service, and I'm like, you know what? No, everybody should know this, right? Like, these people suck. But yeah. So I think that's a thing. There's some really good stories. So I heard a good story the other day about a pub owner in England who responds to reviews. This was on TripAdvisor, and he went into it. He like called them out. He checked their other reviews. It was funny, like so funny. Would I recommend doing that? No, I don't usually recommend doing that because I think you can see you can see a lot about a business, like with how the owner responds, right? So if they get irate, like, are you going to work with them? Are you going to want to work with them? Right? Ooh, how do you promote reviews and how often? That is a good question from Jody. Greg, you want to answer that? We could answer that right now.
Yeah, sure. You're gonna use reviews obviously on your website. I would put them in marketing material in well, I guess it depends on what your business is and what types of things you use. But anytime you have things that people are saying good things about you, you want to project that in your material that you're getting out to other people, whether it be a proposal you're sending out. Maybe you have a section where you talk about past projects you've done and the successes of them. You could have a site where you have case studies where you talk about a business that you've worked with and helped and the things that you've done with them. Good for SEO. Also good if they gave you a review. You can show that they gave you a review. There's lots of ways to be able to use the content of someone's review for you to get that message out there that you're a good business to work with, you're a reputable company, and people should work with you.
Yeah, sharing also on, so say they leave a review on your social media profile,
Mm-hmm.
to your, like, on, like, as a post, maybe got a review, big banner kind of thing, and just say thank you, and you can even tag the person if you think that won't bother them, things like that. Yeah, I think those are some strategies.
A lot of businesses from their websites also, and just talking to people, will just flat out say, "Go look at our reviews."
Yeah.
And so wherever the reviews are, just direct people to go look and see those reviews.
Yeah, so one interesting thing that happens in our business is we work with clients, and sometimes they don't want us to, like, they don't want other people to know, because we do SEO and stuff, we can't necessarily show our work to the world, right? Because their competition could see it. And so when we post things on our site, we might not post stats and stuff or things like that. And so, yeah, getting a review from them is more important to us than showing what we've done. I know a lot of people have portfolios on their sites, right? So one other thing you could do is have your portfolio and put your review under it, right? That would be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
There are some really big don'ts, though, Greg. Like, have you?
You were talking about your don'ts. One big don't for me, I think it was along the lines of what you were saying, was don't get in an argument with someone over their review in your response. If they have a problem and they're actually wanting something from you or wanting you to fix it, you leave a response saying, we're 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 unhappy that you didn't like the experience, and we aim to give everybody a good experience. Whatever it is that pertains to your business, make it good. Don't flat out say we were wrong or apologize, but take it offline immediately.
Yeah.
Basically say, reach out to us, or contact our whatever department, and we can address any issues you might have.
Yeah.
And then you take it offline, and it's not a big fight online for everybody else to see you guys bickering back and forth, because nobody wants to see that.
People are laughing at the experience. Like, in all honesty, if you are a business owner and you do a long review, some people will take the time to read it and to work with you or not, right? But they know that you're going to react. We all know reviews. You know what? You get a crappy review, yeah, it sucks, and it's probably going to ruin part of your day. But figuring out why and how you can improve, I think that's important. And yeah, take it offline quickly.
And some of the reviews can't be fixed. They're just giving you a bad review because they didn't like their experience or whatever the situation was, and they're leaving you a bad review. There's nothing there that you need to fix with them, and getting into it is not going to accomplish anything. You're not going to change most likely not going to change their mind. So just be polite, but make sure you do address it once with something.
Well, Jessica will relate to this, so when you text a friend, and say your feelings are hurt, and you text a friend, it's text. There's no emotion. They could read it differently than you're saying it. And that is exactly what's happening online. It is a text review. So, I don't often leave bad reviews. You have to be like the crappiest company ever to get a bad review from me. The other thing is, because I'm in business, like, I have had somebody that honestly didn't fulfill their agreement, and they actually took money from me. They didn't live up to their end of the bargain. I didn't leave a review because, you know what, technically they could have left a review for me. So there's a lot of things that are still unsaid, and the people that are leaving reviews could give a good example of what your company's like, but also they could just be after a spotlight, a discount. There are bad players, right? So you gotta take it, as Greg said, offline. You can't, like, having a discussion online through text, misinterpretations all the way, right? And I think those reviews are for users to enjoy, in all honesty. I mean, how many times have you sat and had a little giggle at the reviews you're reading, right?
Yeah. So. And if you do read a bad review on a business, make sure you read some of the good reviews too, because you'll get different stories from different people, and there might be a service that someone talked about where they had a bad experience, but there's an experience from someone else who had that exact same service and it was great. So there are underlying things that happen that could have caused that and may not necessarily reflect truly on the business itself and their quality.
right? I'm going to leave a link for that article about the guy in England who leaves the reviews. If anybody wants to go giggle today, it's super funny.
You know, by responding like that, he might be getting exposure.
He's tons of exposure,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I mean, honestly, I enjoy reading bad and good reviews. I know the experience I'm going to have. I actually read reviews. I like them. So, and the bad ones are kind of funny because people are angry and like they took the time to be angry and put that online. So, I mean, what a waste of time in all honesty, right? Like, I mean, is that a good way to get out your frustration? Maybe it is for you. Maybe, right? So, Greg, we are out of time. And I think we answered the question. The question of the week was best method to give people reviews to your business on Facebook and Google. Respond to reviews, I think, was what we came up with. And best way through email, make it easy for people to leave reviews, right? So tag, link, don't make people have to go search out Google to leave a review. Try to link to your Facebook, or if you want Houzz or Yelp, right? Link there in your email or wherever. If you're asking for a review, definitely have a link to where they can go. Maybe don't give them 20 options, maybe 2, maybe 3, right?
The only thing I would say about trying to get reviews is that I wouldn't just put them like in your email footer saying, give us a review, because that's going to go out on every email you send out if it's in there.
Yeah.
You do want to somewhat control and try to request reviews from customers who had a good experience, and leave the customers who had a bad experience to have to go on their own and give you that bad experience. Don't make it easy for everybody to give you a review. Get good reviews from the people who will most likely give you a higher star review.
Yeah, make it a personalized message, I think is important.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, every review request should maybe be individual because it's an individually based thing, right? It is content. And Greg, so we're out of here in a minute. We've gone a couple minutes over. Thank you. I see Rebecca's joined us. You'll have to join us next time. We are out of here. But Greg, next week, do you know what we're talking about?
I did yesterday, and I don't today.
We have a special guest next week, guys. It's going to
that's right.
Super amazeballs. But we are talking about social media strategy for businesses.
Yes.
So cool. And Rena's going to be joining us. And what else? Do we have anything else to say here, Greg?
No, look, I'll be changing the group header with the rest of the dates for next month. We will be on hiatus the 3rd week, which I think is the 21st.
Right.
So there won't be a live on the 21st next month, but there'll be 3 others with great topics.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys so much for coming here. If you're looking to talk to Greg or I individually, for me, you can message me on Facebook. I'm around all day today, and that's usually the best route to get in touch with me. Greg, where can people get a hold of you quick?
They can get me at my website, original72.com, or they can find me in the Facebook group.
Right. Okay, awesome. And guys, we appreciate you coming here and chiming in. It makes a world of difference for us. We all learn together because marketing is a group effort. Right? Catch you later.